I hope you are all well. Thank you very much for making the time to join me today on this LeadSquared webinar. I guess maybe a good starting point is to say, the show needs to go on, and, in light of where we are today, the message that I've put together for you guys today is really just to find a way to help keep you all focused on doing the right things that you can do every day to make sure that you can come out stronger, once we push through this tough time that we're all operating in. For those of you who I have not had the opportunity of meeting in person yet, my name is Chantal Fraser, and I'm the CEO of LeadSquared Africa. So I'm going to share a couple of slides with you today and make this quite practical. But I think for most of us right now, it feels like we've been hit right slap bang in the face and we're trying to catch our breath and figure out what to do next. I think that's absolutely normal. But at this moment in time, I think it's also absolutely crucial for all of us to keep a clear head now, because we can certainly survive this. So this session, I put together is just simply because, over the last week, our business included, surrounding the outbreak of COVID-19, many of our companies have been compelled to start putting in practices to do remote working. And for a lot of businesses, it's been quite easy to implement. For a lot of people, we used to working remotely, but for many companies, this is something that's caused a lot of anxiety, uncertainty, and it's something that we weren't prepared for, and it can be complicated. So there are a couple of things that a company requires in order to enable productive working from home, and that's what I'm hoping to share with you guys today. So, for those of you that are already using LeadSquared and rely on LeadSquared to run your business every day, that's great. But this session is not only for LeadSquared users. It's really available for anybody, just to simply take these practices and implement them. So if you do need any assistance, I have shared my email address, and I'm more than happy just to have a chat with you and see how we can help you moving forward. But the first step is that when we work remotely, we need to make sure that the people that work for us, whether it's ourselves being self-employed or our teams, have access to the critical applications that hold the data within them that we work with every day. Now, this is important because you need to keep your engine going, and without any productivity, that's going to impact your business operation. So for those of you who are using LeadSquared, I hope by now that you would have downloaded the LeadSquared mobile sales CRM. And if you haven't done that, you can go ahead and do that on the app stores. But very importantly, you need to make sure that the app is something that's easy to use, it's flexible, that it serves your requirements. And number two, that your company data is protected, all right, and stored securely. And so if you have these things in place, it means that your staff will have the right access they need to collaborate and communicate internally, but externally with your customers as well. The next thing is that I want to stress that lead generation at this point should not stop at all. There is a lot of uncertainty in the market at the moment, and most of our, let's call it, personal economies have already been hit hard. You may be wondering, how COVID-19 will affect you. When will it affect you? How quickly will it affect you? If you just consider the real estate industry, an industry that we work quite actively in, is that if you have one nervous buyer and they slow down on their buying decision, that already means that your personal economy has been impacted. So if you consider normal times when interest rates are lowered, this becomes a great motivator for property buyers because their buying power goes up. All right, but in this economy that we're operating in this specific tough time, it may just mean that people put the brakes on a specific decision. Now, that being said, you're always going to have motivated buyers. So if you've got inventory or stock available, you want to make sure that you're pushing that content out into your contact bases to make sure it reaches potential buyers that are motivated to take up, or buy a property at this moment in time. Now, you want to make sure that you put in place what we call an automated lead machine. This is a platform that enables you to gather all leads into your environment, qualify them, move them down a funnel so that you can focus on the most qualified leads at this moment in time, especially when it's tough out there to close sales. So one of the next action points that I'd like to cover is that most businesses today generate leads, across multiple different sources. So whether it's social media, emails, SMS, Google advertising, Facebook advertising, portals, you need to make sure right now that you put in every stopgap to ensure you have zero lead leakage. So absolutely critical. Ensure that every lead you generate for your business comes into a platform where you can take it down a funnel. Most businesses outside of these trying times lose up to 47% of their leads simply because they don't have a strong enough lead management platform in place. So in this example, if you look at the screen in front of you, if you are in the business of selling property, you want to make sure that every single inquiry that you receive from a portal, because you're paying to generate that lead, comes into your LeadSquared platform. Now, the great news is that this does not require any development. It is something that my team can do for you. Now, why is this important? Because yes, somebody might be making an inquiry on a specific property, but what you want to make sure is that you push out all other available stock that matches that buyer's requirements, and you want to be able to do it automatically. And if they are inquiring at 2 a.m. in the morning, you want to be making sure you can respond at 2 a.m. in the morning. And that's what an automated lead engine does for you. The next thing is that you're going to have a lot of time on your hands over the next couple of weeks. And so you want to make sure that you start creating beautiful email templates. You do this using the marketing module inside LeadSquared. Now, you don't have to be a designer to do this. What you do need is just to sit in front of your computer, all right, and create content that is going to enable you to showcase every single property listing that you and your team have for sale, all right? And you can create those templates inside LeadSquared. Once you've done that, you want to then be able to use the landing page builder. You can now expand on the content that you share. So let's say, for example, you've created an email template for a specific property. What you want to do is create a landing page that is going to answer every possible question a potential buyer may have about that property on that mini website, which we call a landing page. Now, you can have landing pages published online in minutes. And as you can see from the screen in front of you, you don't need any design skill because we give you ready-made templates that you can use and simply customize and personalize to get your content out. You will also notice that on the templates that you can see on the screen, there are forms on each landing page. Now, using forms gives you the ability to gather information from people and collect qualified leads. So if somebody is interested in a particular property that you have shared with them, they will be able to fill in that form if you have a look at this example, they'll be able to fill in that form on their mobile device, and that lead will instantly be sent to you on your LeadSquared mobile app. So you don't need to be in front of a computer to get leads in real time. Okay. The next thing I want you to remember is that during a time like this, it's really important to continue talking to your customers about what's going on. We are going to have many consumers or customers that you're currently dealing with that may find themselves going on to short time, be faced with unemployment, and are going to find themselves in situations of distress. Now, many of you have been trained to deal with distressed sellers, buyers, consumers. So make sure that you use this time to give back to your community and start sharing valuable information with your consumers about what their options could be, so that they can prepare themselves in the event that they are faced with some of these difficult situations. So once again, using your LeadSquared landing pages that come with forms, you can start sending out surveys, asking questions, and start talking to your customers about what is happening and what are their biggest concerns. Why is this important? Because it means that you can keep top of mind, but at the same time also start creating what we call customer journeys that are hyper-personalized, and start dealing with your contacts on a personalized basis and start adding real value to them. Now, if you've got a database of 2,000 people as an example, you're not going to be able to have one-on-one conversations with every single customer in your database. So you want to use what we call automations. So automations is a module in LeadSquared that basically enables you to draw out every single customer journey and switch it on so that your customers can talk to you 24/7. It's so important for you to be open and accessible 24/7 right now and be a credible source of information. So automating your responses will also ensure that you keep your message standardized and credible, and you're always sharing the same version. So it's always easier to manage a system rather than managing people. So still on the topic of automation, this is one of the most powerful features that LeadSquared offers you. And if you think about this for a moment, if you have a consumer or a prospect that reaches your website and fills in a form, and you get an email notification telling you that somebody has inquired on your website, you know that there are steps that you take to respond to that specific prospect, and you usually do the same steps over and over again. Now, if you document those processes and understand what actions you want to happen at every single touch point during a customer engagement, you'll be able to better manage your customer engagement and make sure that you manage this process rather than having to manage people. So rely on automation to help you, move through these trying times when communication is just so important. Now, once you've documented your process and you understand those workflows, then working with our team here at LeadSquared, we'll be able to help you put in place your automations. For those of you who are a little bit more tech savvy, you can use the automation templates that are already being created for you to go and set up things like how to respond when somebody sends you a web inquiry, sending out birthday messages, property anniversaries, nurturing your leads. Absolutely every kind of customer engagement you can think of can be automated in LeadSquared. This means that you can use your time to focus on more strategic requirements right now, rather than the repetitive tasks that don't really challenge your thinking capacity. And once again, just staying connected with customers is a great opportunity right now. You know, everybody may be in, self-quarantine during this lockdown period, but it doesn't mean that you can't stay connected and continue providing excellent service. So use the tools within your LeadSquared profile to stay engaged, but keep it real and make sure you reach out with hyper-personalized content. The next tip that we've added in for you today is that most of us get so caught up in, our day-to-day, deals that we're working on, and we forget to reach out to clients that have served us well in the past. So use this time to reconnect with your past clients who have supported your business, and just reach out to see how they're maneuvering through these, current situation that we're working through, and make sure that you use the opportunity just to reestablish your mind share. Every single past client you've dealt with is going to know people who potentially are going to need your services in the up and coming weeks. So use the opportunity to reconnect with those customers who have supported you before. Moving on to another very exciting feature inside LeadSquared is what we call the Custom Dashlet Builder app. Now, every single business works and measures certain key performance metrics. So if you have a look at this particular screen in front of us, you're looking at something that's called an administrator dashboard. Now, in this view, we can see our key lead metrics, we can see overall lead funnel, and we can see recent sent emails. Now, working from home, you may want to keep track of your team's productivity. And so you have the opportunity to go and customize what we call your dashboard. And in this example, you can see I've added on leads by sources. So I can see where my leads are coming from. I can see my performance metrics. So this would be viewable for my performance, or I could see my team's performance. So how many leads have come into my profile? How many have I updated? What tasks have I got that are outstanding? And what activities have I taken on my leads? You can also see that I have a view to see how my leads are moving down my funnel and so on. Now, the point of customized dash lists is it gives you the opportunity to see what is important for you to see in your business. So any metric that you want to view on your dashboard, you can add by simply using custom dashlets. Something that's very exciting, for me is the mobile sales CRM capability. Now, using a mobile CRM basically means that you'll be able to work on your data and on your leads and respond to customers in real time. I just want to get to one of your questions quickly. Right, so somebody's just asked a question to say, do the leads automatically populate for property 24, or is this a manual input? So to answer your question, the leads are automatically populated from property 24, or any portal for that matter. We don't want you to have to waste time on doing any manual or duplicate capturing. Okay. Right, so when we get back to the mobile CRM, working from home, can create some anxiety for a lot of people. This is not something that everybody was prepared for or even has experience in. But I want to show you some of the real smart ways to use the LeadSquared Sales CRM. So if you would bear with me, I'm going to share with you, first of all, if we get to this quick little video, this is going to show you how you can use the check-in and check-out feature with LeadSquared's mobile app. So take a look here. you'll see there's a check-in button. The moment I hit check-in, it picks up my location and it makes me available. Now, why is that important? Well, because if you've got agents working for you, you don't want to be distributing leads to agents that are not checked in and available to service your customers. So essentially, you can motivate and create the right behavior by enabling or incentivizing your agents to make sure that they check in on the mobile app in order to demonstrate that they're open and ready to receive leads. The moment they're checked in, the leads will flow into their mobile app. And we do that by using the lead distribution features inside LeadSquared, and it's all automated. So that's using the check-in and check-out. Now, if we go into the next little video clip showing you the mobile CRM, I want to show you how you can update real estate leads in LeadSquared's mobile app. So let's just go into this little quick video. So you'll have a look here on the left-hand side. I've clicked on my leads. It will show you leads coming in real time. When you go into a lead itself, it'll give you the information. You can call this lead, all right, directly out of this actual mobile app itself. The moment you've made your call, it's going to give you the option to wrap your call up. So no more guessing, you know, what you need to fill in next. The system will prompt you for what you need to complete. So if it's a buyer, you're going to put in the buyer requirements. Why is it important? Because when you get a buyer requirement and you've got stock coming into your profile, you can send out campaigns for properties that match what your buyers are looking for. So as you can see, it's prompting you now just to literally go and capture in your buyer requirements. And this is virtually no guessing, no training required. You're just filling in the fields, as you can see. If you want to share the lead, you can see you've got an option to share the lead. And there's your lead list. Right. Let's jump into how to update tasks. This is something that's really exciting because as salespeople and myself being in the sales industry, I can see that when it comes to updating tasks, it's something that we always fall short of. So if you take the guessing out of managing tasks and prompt the right action for salespeople, it makes it a lot easier. So take a look here, how LeadSquared makes that easy for you to do. So in this example, once again, we're just going to jump into a lead. So you used to your leads screen, you can see this lead comes from property 24. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and update the stage on this lead. So we're just going to edit it, and you can see we're going to change the stage from stage not set to contacted. So straight on my mobile device, I've updated the status of this particular lead. And what I want to do is I'm going to go and assign a task. So I want to go and assign a task. And in this example, we're going to go and assign that we want to do a property valuation for this particular lead. So all your tasks are already available on your menu bar. You can see I'm scheduling a property valuation. And what's really exciting, it's going to send you a push notification 15 minutes before this is due, and it's going to prompt you to mark if you have completed this task. Now, you've got the ability to set up these rules to say that you can't proceed any further until you've marked this task complete. Every single activity in your sales organization should be followed up with another activity. And this is a big opportunity in itself. You will also see down the left-hand side of the screen, we've got unlimited amounts of reports for you to access from your device, from lead insights to lead follow-up, marketing campaigns, revenue, productivity, and the list just goes on. So very, very powerful mobile app for you guys to access from any of the Android stores. Now, Smart Views is one of the most powerful features LeadSquared actually offers. In this example, on the screenshot that you're looking at, you will see that I've created smart views that allow me to access my accounts, leads, activities, and tasks in one place. I don't want to have to search for anything or the same thing every day. I've got one single workspace that I've created for myself, and it refreshes automatically as leads come into my LeadSquared platform, or when leads are updated or specific activities happen. You will see on the tabs that run along the top of the screen, I've created myself a smart view for new listings. I can see new buyers. I can see price reduced, competitor stock, upcoming mandates that expire. And if you carry on scrolling to the right, I've even created birthdays for today. So these are smart views that I've created. And once again, you've got the ability to do the same thing. Now, I mean, if you have a look at the screen in front of you, what you're looking at is a pre-created buyer's report. You can also set up smart views just to go and have a look at what your tasks are today. So this is how easy it is for you to go and create your own new smart views based on parameters that you want to set up yourself. Then when it comes to LeadSquared, there's absolutely no shortage of reports. You saw that on the mobile app, but it's also available to you in the web version. You just need to select the reports that you want to see every day. And if you want to, and I would highly recommend this, is that you can go and schedule your reports. So what that means is that every single day, you'll receive an email with the reports that you want to receive in your inbox. You can see that at 3:20 this morning, I received my lead activity summary because that is a report that I want to see every day. Now, I can tell you that it's exceptionally empowering when you've got this kind of intelligence delivered to you on your mobile device. I don't have to have a computer in front of me. I literally can understand what's happening in my business by virtually just opening a quick email on my phone. So you can go and schedule those reports based on the parameters that you want to view every single day. So I hope that this afternoon's session has given you some food for thought. I hope you see some of the opportunities that lie ahead for you. If you are an existing My subscriber and you want to migrate to LeadSquared, then please email me so I can assist you. I have shared my email address with you, and you will see it in the chat box as well. If you want to just have a discussion about how we can help you get a free trial on LeadSquared to help you through this, trying time, and see if we can find ways to make business easier for you, then please reach out to us at sales@leadsquared.co.za, and we will gladly help you. I think, very importantly is just, keep positive, keep your head up, because if you look down, you're not going to be able to see those blessings that have been placed in front of you. But we are here to help you, and our business, our team is available to give you any advice or any guidance we possibly can. But I hope that today's session has helped you.